Chapter 6, Episode 7. Sally, Caprice, and eight other escorts from the agency had a job the next evening. None of the other girls were assassins, at least as far as anyone knew. They had all been requested for a very exclusive dinner party at Don Juan's palace. Sarah Solomon's model and escort agency was strictly what it sold itself as. If anyone at the party wanted sex, it would have to be arranged with another agency. Don Juan knew that. The girls were conversation and decoration. Don Juan always used Sarah Solomon's model and escort agency for his business dinners, because the girls were perfect. Finding beautiful girls in Venezuela was easy. Any whorehouse would rent out a dozen for a few Bolivars. The girls, young women working for Sarah Solomon's model and escort agency, would carry on intelligent conversations. They were educated and clever. It was this that made them worth the money it cost to get them to act as if they couldn't imagine anywhere in the world they would rather be than sitting at a huge table of nasty criminals with billion-dollar bank accounts. "Mary, nice to see you again. Where have you been?" "Been in Washington working on my doctor thesis. Political science, wasn't it?" Sally smiled to show Don Juan she was charmed that he remembered. He kissed her cheek and moved on to the next girl. When he was satisfied that he knew everyone took his or her seats for the feast. The girls listened intently to whoever said to them, and Don Juan smiled all through the evening. Sally and Caprice paid particular attention and showed great interest in the stories they were told. They were free to wander around if they needed a bathroom break or a few minutes from the party that had concentrated around the large swimming pool. While most of the men and escorts were enjoying a lazy swim in the pool, a glass of champagne of the finest quality, and a line of several of very high-quality cocaine, Sally disappeared for a few minutes to start up Don Juan's computer. Billy had uncovered a password that Don used in his online transactions. It was always the same. She took a deep breath and typed in the password, and it worked. She breathed out and made a copy of all the files onto a USB stick that was part of her necklace. It was the fastest USB there was, and it still took 6 minutes before she could shut down the computer and leave out the window, climb down to the ground, and assume a wandering pace through the well-manicured garden, and placed herself in a lounge chair next to Ryan Servio, who was watching Caprice walk to the edge of the pool in a string bikini. Sally watched her as well. "You don't want to swim. Not right now." "Do you want another line?" "I would love to." "Another glass of champagne?" "That would be great." "I don't remember seeing you at Don Juan's party before." "I was away in Washington studying for the last few years." Sally also accepted a cigarette offered from Ryan Servio. She was a little surprised that she enjoyed it so much after the cocaine. She sat for quite a while beside Ryan Servio, answering his questions and offering a few of her own. Sally smiled at Ryan Servio, even when his hand sometimes lay on her leg. She smiled and thought, "Scumbag, you will be dead tomorrow at 3. Haha. Plot twist.
Fuck, where's the button?